Hey fellow YouTubers, what's been happening? Today with me have a battle against PokeMai. This was an excellent game, so let's get this show on the road, shall we? I'm gonna lead off with my Scolipede. She's gonna decide to lead off with her Hitmontop. Seeing that she does have the Intimidate, give me knowing she does not have Fake Out, so she cannot break my Sash. Predicting the Xatu switch, I actually Rock Slide back there. But then again, Toxic Spikes, maybe she was predicting that, but in total honesty, Hitmontop using Intimidate is most likely using Rapid Spin, so there's really no reason for me to go for it. Anyways, I'm gonna go to Dragonair, try to scout that Xatu, Dragon Tail him into, Dragon Tail her into the Arcanine, and now she's gonna switch out as I'm gonna go for the rest. So it's looking quite nice. I guess I can always abuse the rest later on. I'm gonna go to Melodic this turn. She's gonna decide to switch out at the same turn. Gonna go for the sub. Kind of hoping this is a nasty plotting set because in total honesty, even to this day, I still believe Calm Minding Mismagius is a far greater threat than a nasty plotting will ever be, especially in black and white as Pokemon are quite fast. In this case, it would have been problematic facing a Calm Minding one, but seeing the T-Bolt, it needs to be a nasty plotting set. So Dragon Tail on the next turn, knowing that she's not gonna sub again, she didn't, and I Dragon Tail her into the Empoleon, predicting the Stealth Rock. So I'm gonna go into my Scolipede, because I don't want that Fiend to put up the rocks and just break my Sash just for nothing. I just want to at least hit it. Predicting the Aqua Jet after seeing the Sword Dance, giving me knowing she does not pack Stealth Rocks, which is great to know. It would have been kind of gimmicky at the same time, quite deadly if she would have packed Stealth Rocks and Sword Dance. Imagine that, me switching out, putting up the rocks, pretty much bye bye my Buckhead, but whatever. Let's continue on. Yeah, that would be that would be quite crazy, but gonna just go for the Sleep Talk a little bit, try to get Dragon Tail off. I'm not getting it, quite unfortunate. Then again, there's a there is a pretty low possibility to get the move you really want when you're talking about Sleep Talk. I always get rest, so in this case I'm actually getting offensive moves which are kind of working for me. Then again, it's not the greatest thing to get offensive moves just because I can actually take her down to the Torrent range, and that is something I do want that Empoleon to be at the Torrent range. So I'm gonna Dragon Tail, just staying in. Maybe she's gonna sub, no reason to switch out, it's way too much threatening after a sub, so I did just stay in there, Death Fire it. Then again, she over predict, and I guess she was predicting the Ice Beam, well, not Ice Beam, Ice Punch, predicting the Xatu, but I didn't do that, and that kind of cost her Mismagius. Now Xatu coming in here, seeing that I did lock myself into Psycho Cut, she does know I'm choiced. I did decide to go to this guy, Elite Ultra, and decide to start setting up on her. Now this kind of looks like a good thing, but then again, it is bad. And why is it bad? This Xatu kind of walls me, but she does have the Toxic, but there's really not much to it. I guess she totally forgot. Then again, there's really not much to it. I cannot touch her, so she can easily do this. I predict the Empoleon switch after the Wish, knowing that she would try to support it. That's why I whirlwind it. That was an excellent play on my part, and again, kind of obvious. Still, it kind of worked into my favor there. Not helping that Empoleon out may always work later on, but same stuff going on. Arcanine was taken down after the whirlwind, blowing it away, forcing to come in, and just store power was more than enough to break it down. So this is +6 cosmic power. Judging by the timeline, that it's definitely not gonna end like this. So I'm gonna whirlwind, trying to take it into my own advantage. Just something that Blaine Truth did back in the days. I don't know, just kind of feel like playing with risk, and it actually works out for me a little bit, as it did whirlwind me into my Magic, that is exactly what I was hoping for. So that is kind of crazy, but whatever. I really didn't want to get any direct damages with Nightshade and so on and so forth, but whatever. I did Ice Punch, and look at this is crazy. Yeah, this is definitely crazy. This freeze may actually be groundbreaking, and why am I saying this is because I'm pretty sure she would have Sword Dance, putting the obvious switch after being locked into Ice Punch, and then it would be quite threatening that Empoleon, because I have Steelix, I have my melodic is down, my only real wall, my only real poke that can take on Empoleon after sword dance. This thing cannot take it because of the Aqua Jet. Yeah, but she did go to her deer looking Pokemon, and I really don't know why, but it will do because Swarm boosted Mega Horn was enough to break it down. And I'm just gonna go to this guy to be like a Death Fodder, but then again she did just go for a close combat, and that doesn't even look like a 2-hit kill, so this is quite impressive because I'm a special defensive. I'm not running, well, I believe I have 4 EVs in defense, but that's pretty much it. And I'm still taking it very nicely, so I'm feeling like, you know what, I can definitely just rest off again, but I don't feel like it because something's telling me if I rest off, this is gonna be a mess, a PP stall mess to the bones, to the extreme. And further later on, because I know Miss Magus is down and this Xatu, I cannot touch it. I definitely need to put Stone Edge or Crunch of this guy, whatever, just something that can really hit it hard. I definitely need to have a Dark type Pokemon in here to deal with this this Psychic types. Cresselia is not a problem because Cresselia is rarely used Pokemon, and this team is made to be used in underused tier. But I will still need to deal with it. Still need to modify it a little bit here and there, make a few changes, and definitely bring myself a dark fire type Pokemon, maybe Houndoom, but then again too many Stealth Rock weaknesses at that point. Here we are predicting the Xatu switch. I'm gonna switch out my Scolipede just to get that Swarm boosted Mega Horn on her, but that really doesn't do much. So yeah, this Xatu is still a pain to my existence, and I'm still feeling like, what should I do to take her out? She's got that Hitmontop, great combination with Xatu. When thinking about my team, Xatu and Hitmontop being one of her last Pokemon, they can still work. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep on doing it, kind of hoping for the crit. I'm not getting it. She's gonna wish this turn, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna protect, just showing me she's got protect. It's quite obvious. She's not in a position to play it risky, so she may as well just play it safe. And yeah, she is back at near full, so this is definitely not looking good for me. I do have my lead Ultra. She cannot touch me, I cannot touch her, just because she can easily just wish protect, and just without me getting a crit, I cannot one hit KO her even after going to +6 with Cosmic Power. This is where Charge Beam would have worked wonders instead of Whirlwind. So this is where I kind of prefer using Charge Beam as your last resort down below, just to boost the store power even more. Plus you can take down this freaking Xatu. She's gonna switch out to her Hitmontop. I guess she's trying to just sucker punch me, kinda hoping for a crit eventually. I'm just gonna keep on going for the Cosmic Power, pretty much walling this Hitmontop easily. She's gonna go for the CC, I guess. She's trying to kind of get me thinking, yeah, she's gonna keep on using the CC, so I'm gonna attack her earlier, which I will, because I don't feel like setting up to +6 twice in a row. Not if it's not most needed. In this case, this is a Hitmontop, so I don't need to go to +6 yet. So I'm just gonna go for the store power that's gonna break her down easily, especially after the close combat secondary effect, lowering her special defense. Xatu is in here. If she would have not sacrificed her Hitmontop, there may be a chance she may have this game in the bag. Maybe it kinda all comes down to PP stalling and what would have happened, how this game would have turned out. I still have my Medicham, but still she actually decides to forfeit, being that I still have 2 Pokemon in the back. If this Pokemon fails to PP stall, then others will succeed. And yeah, that was pretty much game, so that was a good game. I really enjoy battling you. It was like 50 turns, so that was quite ridiculous. Go check her out, I'll leave the link in description. Definitely check out the T-Flare's side. She is one of the creators. I believe the second creator is Lena, so I will leave her YouTube channel as well. I feel like cannot do this without that, and being the second creator, why not? T-Flare's side, definitely side with lots of skilled players in it. I knew actually few players like Coppertonic back in the days. I didn't really talk to him lately. I don't know where he is, but he's one of the skilled players and he is in there, so go check it out. Go check out the forums, and yeah, have a blast. Leave a like, leave a comment, it shows you care, and that's gonna be all for today. Until next time, take care.